Monday, one day only. Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $35. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $35 you spend. In-store and online. Monday only and only at Hy-Vee. Monday, one day only. Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $35. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $35 you spend. In-store and online. Monday only and only at Hy-Vee.
Drive your career forward with Albert Lee Bus Company. We're looking for bus monitors. Help ensure the safety, order, and well-being of preschool and special needs students by supervising behavior, assisting with buckling, and supporting a safe ride to and from school. No experience needed. Paid training and flexible schedules are provided. Perfect for retirees, parents, or anyone seeking extra income. Make a difference every ride. Apply today with Albert Lee Bus Company.
When it comes to your home, we know you have lots of options for contractors. At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. From windows and doors to siding and seamless gutters, we're focused on quality materials, experienced crews, and getting the job done right the first time. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. Visit gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna to see their full line of Ice Castle RVs and keep the fun alive all year round. They also deliver a full line of enclosed and utility trailers for all of your hauling needs. Find them just north of Owatonna, across I-35 from Bass Pro Shops, or check out their inventory online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, mrsandless.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Starts at Hy-Vee with Memorial Day savings Wednesday through Sunday. Hy-Vee Prime Reserve Bacon Wrapped Sirloin, $5.99. Fresh strawberries, $1.75 a pound. Plus, save on watermelon and more Wednesday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
2026 graduation. The class of 26 coming up here at the bottom of the hour. We're watching live here on AlbertLeeLive.com. We're talking about, with some of the people here, the girls, the softball team, winning, beating Marshall's 9-2 in the second round of the section in the consolation bracket. I call them the Wrestlebacks. But a big win for them, and they will play Jordan tomorrow morning at 10. That's the 7 seed Albert Lea against the 5 seed Jordan, so it's possible they could win that one and get to the consolation final against either St. Peter or Mankato West. And the winner of that would play the winner's bracket winner on Thursday for a trip to state, and they'd have to beat the winner's bracket winner twice. So technically we are 4 wins from state, the Albert Lea girls softball team. So there you go. And the baseball team, they're waiting on some games here still happening in the section tonight. One of them is St. Peter. St. Peter's at Mankato East tonight. And East is the higher seed there, or the higher ranked team, QRF-wise. And should East win, that pretty much would solidify Albert Lea as the 4 seed. And that would mean a home game Wednesday against probably New Ulm, the team we just beat. The way it looks. I mean, the coaches could vote, and that changes everything. Who knows how they'll vote, but that's the way it kind of stacks up. QRF, and then you look at records and the fact that we play 4A teams. I don't think New Ulm or St. Peter do, but if St. Peter were to beat East tonight, then that might actually throw us up to the 3 seed. But I kind of think we have the 4, and if St. Peter wins, that might make it a little, I don't know, I hope we don't drop to the 5, because then you're on the road, but you don't want to go to Mankato early on and play East or West. If you go on the road, you'd like to play in New Ulm or St. Peter, but let's just hope East wins, and then we have pretty much secured our home first round game, and then everything moves to New Ulm after that first round of the sections. There's that, and then the boys golf team won their invitational today, and Grant Boss, young Grant, a 68. That was only second best round out there today. But, wow. These guys are getting hot at the right time. Shooting low scores and all through the team. And looking forward to sections coming up, and then hopefully the state tournament again. That'll be fun. That was out at Wedgewood Cove today. So congratulations to those guys. And, of course, the track and field team, who can not be happy for the 4x100 team who set a school record. Desmond, Isaiah, Charlie, and Aiden, a 43-year-old school record with a new time in the 4x100, 43.22, and the old record was 43.5, I believe, set in 1983. And I wish I had the names of those guys, because they deserve recognition too, the guys from 83. Oh, Swanson, Phillips, Brownlow, and Porter, says here. Yeah. I thought there was a butt in there as well. I'll try and look for the names of those guys who had the old record. They already changed it in the, I saw it in the hallway here. They put the new names up already. Doesn't take long. And records are made to be broken. And those 4 guys got the job done real well. And they had some other all-conference nods for their efforts, including Charlie Irvine in the triple jump, and well, I don't want to say because I got to read it. I'm one of those, I've got to read to know what I'm talking about, and I don't want to leave somebody out or get something wrong, so I'm not going to speculate. But a lot of sports wrapping up here, and it's kind of confusing unless you have a scorecard. Keep track of things as we get closer to graduation for the class of 26. about 15 minutes, and they'll turn it over to the powers that be up on the stage. And I think it's going to sound pretty good there from the stage. We get that mic that you see there is mic'd by us. And I have a boom mic up here to catch all the cool music that they'll play. I was here earlier setting up, and they were playing Pomp and Circumstance and other songs that you always hear at graduation that I don't know the names of. But yeah, now it's starting to fill up even in those back seats in the middle because they had nowhere else to go. The late comers here. But man, there's people. They actually earlier today, they gave 6 tickets to each senior when they moved it inside because they kind of guessed at the capacity here. But when I walked in here, they had these empty chairs in the middle. It was incredible. I mean, it looked like it hold more than they did outside. And they did end up giving all seniors 2 more tickets, so 8 tickets each for family, friends, whatever. And it looks like they took them up on it because this place is really filling up nice here at OJ Gym. It's going to be the zoo trying to get out of here. That's why when you do my job, it takes half hour, 45 minutes to pack up and get out. So by that time, it's a little easier to leave the parking lot. Hopefully. Thanks again to all our great sponsors. And you for listening and watching all year long. Again, our 3rd year already completed of AlbertLeeLive.com. I can't believe it. It's gone quick. We do about 140 games and events every year. I aim for 150 plus, but it always seems to, with rainouts and things, it seems to be settles right around 140. I haven't counted this year, so I don't know. We've got to be close. And then you add in extra, maybe unintended playoff games and things like that. But I should be calling business owners. If you want to get a jump on next year, get in on the fun here of all these viewers that we have. Over 3,000 for the homecoming football game watch. That's our biggest audience ever. That's huge when you for streaming numbers for a town this size. But we have good average viewership and all that. I'd love to sit down and talk to you about that kind of stuff and see if we can't work out a deal to have you come aboard with us. Maybe sponsor a team. We have to have sponsors for our teams in order to do the playoff games, the section games. That's why we're not doing the softball, we're not doing baseball sections, because they don't have a business sponsorship that helps us pay the exorbitant fees that we're charged for those games. You wouldn't believe it. I told you. But it's part of doing business, so we realize that. We will be doing some, all the home games for the Legion again this year at Hike Field and the VFW. There was a rumor going around that VFW was not going to have a team, or they were going to try and get younger guys on that team. There's not as many. I'm assured by Rich Yost. He's not coaching them, but he's coaching the Legion team this year instead of Jay Anderson. But I'm assured that they will have a VFW team. Not as many boys maybe as they have in the past, but that team last year was 2 wins from state. And then the Albert Lee boys, the high school team, was a win or 2 from state as well. So they had some good baseball players. Graduating 9 seniors this year, Albert Lee's baseball team. The high school level. I don't know that all of them play summer league ball. Some of them have to go to college and get settled in or work or whatever. Travel with the family. Go to Europe? Why not? But it's always fun to follow them. And, of course, our sister streams at MankatoEastLive.com, MankatoWestLive.com, as well as FaribaultLive.com and NorthfieldLive.com. NorthfieldLive.com, the granddaddy of them all, has been around for 3 or 4 more years than us. And they do good work up there. And man, those Northfield teams have been on a run in almost every sport lately. Albert Lea has really improved too. When you think about it, the golf team last year went to state. The girls soccer team went to state. The boys golf team went to state. The football team was 1 win away from state. I mean, it was crazy. They had some real good successes on the field. So hopefully. And this year, it looks like the boys have a good chance at boys golf again, as well as the. Here's the graduates coming in. Or no, those are the choir members. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought, but looks like we're getting going. I see Sean Gaston coming down the aisle, and all the dignitaries that will file up on the stage. You'll see them here coming up. There's Sean. Everybody else is signing autographs back there, getting caught up. But here they come. And we'll zero in on that, and I'll turn off my mic, and we'll let them take over here for graduation for the class of 26. at the Class of 26 graduation ceremonies just about to take place here at Orange Early Gym, Albert Lea High School.
Welcome, parents, families, friends, staff, and most importantly, our students. Tonight marks the 142nd commencement ceremony for Albert Lea High School. At this time, we'd ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and place your right hand over your heart as we honor America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. To the distinguished members sitting on the stage for this evening's ceremony. First is Teacher of the Year, Jen Henschel, Superintendent, Dr. Steve Heil, School Board Chair, Dave Klott, School Board Vice Chair, Gary Schindler, School Board Treasurer, Mary Jo Dorman, School Board Clerk, Angie Hoffman, School Board Director, Kim Nelson, School Board Director, Neil Score. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Tonight we are gathered to honor and celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2026. This remarkable group of young men and women represent the pride and the future of our community. Tonight marks both a recognition of all they have achieved and a celebration of their potential to make the world a better place. For more than a decade, these students have been entrusted to the capable hands of our Albert Lea area schools faculty. Through the guidance of their teachers, the support of their families, and their own perseverance and skill, they have arrived here tonight, ready to turn the page on one chapter of their lives and embrace the challenges and opportunities of the next. We would now like to invite one of those invaluable educators who helped guide and cultivate the gifts of the class of 2026 to come forward and speak. Please welcome to the podium teacher, coach, mentor, and now retired gentleman, Jim Haney, for the opening address.
I've never been a gentleman in my life, so thank you. Albert Lea School Board members, Superintendent Heil, Principal Gaston, Teacher of the Year, Jen Henschel. Give her a big round of applause. Jen Henschel, everybody. Moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, friends, family, and most importantly, the Albert Lea High School graduating class of 2026. I want to thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today. Class of 2026. There are so few days in your life that are about you. When you were born, all about you. Maybe a birthday. Kira, where are you? Happy birthday. Maybe some type of celebration, a baptism, getting your driver's license, or something else. But today, This day, May 22nd, 2026, is all about you. This is the moment your family has dreamed about for 18 years. It is the culmination of 13 years of hard work and dedication. And in a few moments from now, you will get your 10 seconds of glory as you walk across the stage to get your diploma. In that 10 seconds, I want you to think about just how special you are. You are special. You come from Albert Lea, Minnesota, one of the only cities in the United States to have the first and last name of the person the city's named after. Albert Lea could have just been Albert or just Lee, but it's not. It's Albert Lea. The high school that you are graduating from makes you special. You are a one-of-a-kind cherry and blue tiger. When I first arrived in Albert Lea in 1989, I always thought it was rather silly to have a cherry and blue tiger. Tigers are orange and black, or gold and black. I'd never seen a cherry and blue tiger. I searched for years to view the elusive beast. And then, finally, I saw the cherry and blue tiger, a magnificent beast. It was in this gym. I was getting ready for the Wall of Inspiration ceremony when the rare cherry and blue tiger revealed itself to me. I was in awe of the beast, shocked that it had revealed itself to me. I was scared, but also mesmerized. Today, you too will have the elusive cherry and blue tiger be revealed to you. Do you know where the beast is? Well, this is where you answer. It's right behind you. Go ahead, look. Oh! See, this would have worked so much better if we'd been outdoors, because there's a big old tiger there, but I had to change the speech real quick, so. Isn't the beast beautiful? You represent the cherry and blue tiger every day, and you will represent that tiger for the rest of your life. It is a reflection of how special you are. You matter. You are important. You are the difference makers in future generations to come. After thinking a cherry and blue tiger was rather silly, I began to realize just how lucky I am to be part of the Albert Lea Tiger family. Representing a cherry and blue tiger requires a certain responsibility because of how rare you are. You have traits that no one else has because you are from Albert Lea, Minnesota. It's time for you to share these traits with the rest of the world. Well, what are these traits that you're going to share? Well, let's take a look at your mascot, tigers. Tigers. Miss Emption, did I spell that right? Thank you. Okay, good. And let's decipher what it means and what you represent as you go out into the world. Trait 1. T is for tenacious. As a cherry and blue tiger, you must be tenacious. Never give up. There will be times in your life when life will knock you down. But you are a cherry and blue tiger who does not give up. It is not in your DNA to do so. If life has you down, and it will someday, pick yourself up, keep trying until you've solved the problem because of your tenacity. Trait 2, I. I is for involved. Be involved in your community, your church, your local park and rec program, your children's lives. Look at all the people in this crowd today. Go ahead, look. We're full. This is where you look. Okay? They chose to be involved in your life, to celebrate you and your accomplishments. As you grow older, appreciate the time you get involved in the lives of others. Someday, you'll be a parent, or like me, a grandparent now. Take the time to appreciate the time you are involved in your family's life. Trait 3. G is for grateful. As a cherry and blue tiger, you have been given a bounty of things that you should be grateful for. Your family, your education, your abilities, both physical and mental. It is okay to tell someone you appreciate what they've done for you. Don't be afraid to say it, but better yet, write a card, send a text. Thank these people. Be grateful for all the things you have, and be grateful for all the things you will do. Trait 4. E is for energetic. Give everything you have at all times to the task in front of you. You will find the more energy you put into a task, the more you will get from the task. This will be hard as you want to relax, but you are a cherry and blue tiger that believes relaxation is not in the content of your character. Trait 5. R is for rambunctious. Not reckless, rambunctious. That means live life with unbridled enthusiasm. Try new things, but be safe. Go whitewater rafting, climb a mountain, eat broccoli, smell the flowers, watch the sunrise, go to a Def Leppard concert, and go see the newest Jessica Alba movie. Didn't think I'd get it in, did you? But I did. Enjoy every minute you are on this earth. It is a big, bold, brash journey. Live it to the fullest. You will forever be refreshed by the things that you will try. Some you'll like, some you won't. But at least you'll know what you like and what you don't like. Trait 6. S is for sentimental. Remembering all the people who paved the path for you to succeed. Your parents, your family, your teachers, all have an impact on your life as you walk across this stage. Please reflect on those who came before you to make your life better. Being sentimental is not a weakness but a strength as you honor those before you. Celebrate the uniqueness of these people, and someday we will be celebrating your contribution to society. There you are, a cherry and blue tiger. Ready or not, here you come to explore the world. Use the tiger traits to make the world a better place. Are you ready for the next stop in your life? No. But guess what? I've got a secret. Nobody ever is. You will make mistakes. Learn from them. You'll make choices. Learn from those choices. But always remember that you have the support of your family. Your community will be behind you and cheering you on to succeed. As we release the newest Cherry and Blue Tiger graduates into the world, be happy, live life to the fullest, explore new opportunities, and don't be afraid of mistakes. On behalf of Alberta Area Schools, teachers, administrators, staff, parents, brothers, sisters, grandmas and grandpas, and all other family members, we are so proud of what you've done and what you will do. We wish you all the greatest success. Enjoy all things that come your way. You are a cherry and blue Albert Lee Tiger. You will always be that. Be tenacious, be involved, be grateful, be rambunctious, and be sentimental. You are ready for the next steps in your journey. Now attack everything like a cherry and blue tiger would. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Haney, for your parting wisdom, your service to the students and community of Albert Lee. This high school would definitely be different without you. The story of the class of 2026 has been years in the making. From those first days of kindergarten when they wouldn't let go of their parents' legs, to the first time they needed help opening a locker. From the first dance to the last prom, from chilly fall nights at the football game to sweltering Julys with the marching band. The story of this class has been rich and full of moments that make them and life itself so special. Now it is our turn to listen to that story. Performing Let Me Listen is the Albert Lee High School Concert Choir under the direction of Dr. Eric Zenter. Thank you to the choir and Dr. Zinter for that wonderful performance. The class of 2026 has left a mark on Alderley High School. Through their work in the classroom, on the playing field, stage, and community at large, their actions have spoken volumes and will be heard for years to come. Now we would like to extend the opportunity for the representatives of the class of 2026 to share their voices as well. Please welcome to the podium our first of 3 student speakers from the class of 2026, Hannah Austenson.
Hi everyone. Does my hair look okay? Okay. Class of 2026. I just want to start off by saying congratulations. All of our hard work has finally paid off, and you all have something to be so unbelievably proud of. And honestly, looking at all your faces right now, I just see the little versions of yourself and all of the years that we've spent together and all the classes I've just been in with you guys. And I will say it feels a little scary to be in this moment. I never thought it would come so soon. It feels like just yesterday I was in 7th grade cutting my own bangs during quarantine. It really is crazy how time flies, how hair grows, and how people change. It has been such a pleasure to have gotten to know all of you over all this time. We've come such a long way since our 8th grade year. These past years have been full of memories, of maybe more than a little awkwardness, of laughter, and most of all, full of so much love. And this year has been nothing short of unbelievable. I don't know about you, but I know I'll always remember the amazing football season we all got to witness this year, the amazing student sections that came with it, our senior prank, prom, the amazing homecoming we had, and everything in between. Thank you for all of the memories that this year and the many years before it had to offer. Albert Lea has been such an amazing place to grow up, and I know I'll miss it for the rest of my life. I will always miss beating Austin, hearing it's a great day to be a Tiger in the hallways, the pep fest, the amazing teachers, playing as a Tiger, and seeing all of you every day. This moment is so bittersweet because I know we will all go on to find new things to love about our future college towns and future homes, but I don't know if I will ever find such a special community as the one I have found here. Next, I would just like to say what an honor it has been to not only go to school with all of you, but also to grow up with you. There's no group of people I would have rather grown up with. And my heart feels so heavy to know that this very moment may very well be one of our final ones together. And even though this is not how we expected this day to go, I know I will always treasure and remember it. Now I know many of us are excited to graduate, but I also know if you're anything like me, you're scared, nostalgic, and sad. This is a huge pivotal moment in all of our lives. It is the beginning of something completely new and the end of something great. And it is okay to be scared, and it is okay to be sad. But I hope that each and every one of you is proud of what you have achieved and the mark that you have left on this school. I want to tell you that each and every one of you is unique, special, and each one of you matters more than you know. I know that this class will be missed, and I know that we will go on to achieve great things. But for now, here we are, all together, for what may be the last time. So look around. Look around. Take this moment in and remember this feeling. I know you'll never forget it. I also know that none of us will forget, for as long as we live, the people who made this moment possible. On behalf of the senior class, I just want to say to the teachers, the parents, the friends, the classmates, the teammates, the families, and the siblings here today, thank you for everything you've done. I know none of us would be here without your help, support, care, and love. And if you remember one thing I have to say up here, let it be this. You are capable of anything you set your mind to. You are wonderful, you are unique, you are special, and you are important. So get out there, take risks, be yourself, stand up for what you believe in, be kind, work hard, be passionate, be dedicated, have fun, and love with all of your heart. And finally, to quote my good friend Dr. Seuss, as fast as your vision can show, as high as your highest dreams grow, as far as your passion can reach, these are the places you'll go. So dream big and do great things. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for the memories. You've changed me for the good and for the better. And one last thing. Sorry, one second. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Please welcome our next speaker, Taylor Clem.
Good evening, families, friends, teachers, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2026. Thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate this milestone with us. Graduates, take a look around at the packed bleachers. Go ahead. Look at how many people showed up to support us. There are parents who got here early to save seats, families who drove across the state to be here, and friends who had to buy tickets on Facebook just to be here tonight. So to our families, friends, community members, and the staff of ALHS, thank you. Your presence means so much. There are also many people who couldn't physically be here tonight, but are still watching the live stream. So whether at home, at work, across the world, or in the auditorium, we appreciate your support, and thank you for still finding a way to be part of this moment with us. All of you here tonight is a reminder that none of us made it here alone. This milestone belongs not only to the graduates, but also to everyone who stood beside us and helped us reach this moment. So thank you. And most importantly, thank you, Jesus, for blessing me with the opportunity to speak tonight. The Bible calls us to go out and make disciples of all the nations, so I'm truly grateful for the chance to use my voice to share his love and encouragement with all of you. Class of 2026, here we are. Some of us are probably emotional right now, while others have been counting down the days until graduation for months. And honestly, I think most of us are feeling a little bit of both. I don't think a lot of us realize how many different stages of life we've already gone through together. In elementary school, we learn lessons about responsibility, kindness, self-control. We did our first homework assignments, learned how to be good friends, practiced walking quietly in a line, and always wanted to be chosen to run errands for our teachers. We played games like Buddy Pin Guard, Sharks and Minnows, and learned how to play hot cross buns on our recorders. And then came middle school. Everything was bigger and scarier. For the first time, many of us would split into different teams and be separated from the friends we'd known since kindergarten. I remember waiting for the mail to find out if I'd be on the Bengal or Siberian team, and then immediately calling my friends to see which team they were on. Everything started to change. We found our friend groups, and we started to figure out who we were. For many of us, this was also the time when we got our first phones, and suddenly, social media trends seemed to matter a lot more. Everyone wanted LED lights in their bedroom, half the class was obsessed with Fortnite, and for some reason, all of us thought making TikToks was a good idea. And then we came to high school. Classes got harder, expectations got higher, and grades started to matter a lot more. We were also in the middle of a pandemic, so we were managing hybrid days, Zoom classes, and the dreaded "you've been exposed" calls. It was a crazy way to start our high school experience. But as time went on, things slowly started feeling normal again. We got to go back to sports, clubs, school activities, and for a lot of us, Wednesday nights in confirmation. Since then, we've spent countless nights at games, getting ready for school dances, sitting in the student section, and stressing over tests we probably didn't need to stress that much about. There's been a lot that's happened during our time here. Moments we'll never forget, and moments that, at the time, we didn't even realize would matter so much. And some of those moments came from the people who made our days memorable. There's one person many of us won't forget, especially for the way he walked into class each day and said, "Hello, all you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I have the finest current events in the land for you today on this day." Mr. Haney. Mr. Haney has been teaching history at ALHS for over 40 years. And anyone who's had him knows that he's the kind of teacher you don't forget. Teaching has always been part of his life. In 2004, he was named Albert Lee's Teacher of the Year, and in 2012, Minnesota's History Teacher of the Year. Those awards say a lot, but anyone who sat in his classroom know they only tell part of the story. Each day, Mr. Haney would walk into the classroom with a smile on his face and casually read off some of the most shocking current events, like murders, lawsuits, breaking news, things you wouldn't expect to hear first thing in the morning. At the start of each week, he would pass out a new faces sheet filled with pictures of people's faces who had been in the news. And every few weeks, he would test us on whether or not we'd actually remembered any of them or what they did. Mr. Haney seemed to enjoy those days, especially knowing that many of us, myself included, had only started studying the night before. But Mr. Haney, whether you did that for your own enjoyment or not, I did get something out of it. We've been memorizing faces all along. Our friends, teachers, classmates, and coaches. Over the years, those faces have become part of our everyday lives. We got used to seeing the same people in the hallways, at games, in the classrooms, and in the student section each week. At the time, it probably didn't seem like such a big deal. But looking back now, those are the people who shaped our high school experience. It's weird realizing that we won't see a lot of those faces every day anymore. After graduation, we're stepping into a world filled with new faces. Faces we don't recognize yet. Faces that we haven't learned the stories of. And faces that over time will become our friends, coworkers, and communities. And just as importantly, we will be new faces to them. So the question becomes, who will we be? In a world that can feel divided, overwhelming, and constantly changing, one thing remains completely within our control: the way we treat other people. Because the faces we meet throughout life may change, but the kindness, respect, and love we show them can have a lasting impact. I think all of us can probably think of someone who showed us kindness or encouragement during our time here. Whether that's a teacher, coach, counselor, staff member, or even Ron, someone who made a bigger impact on us than they probably realize. So class of 2026, I would like you to please stand and join me for a round of applause for our teachers and staff as a way of saying thank you for everything they've done over the years. And now, teachers, families, friends, and guests, please join me in celebrating this graduating class. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Taylor. Our final student speaker tonight is Melissa Zapata San Juan.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Good evening, everyone. Families, teachers, staff, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. Give yourself an applause, please. First, sorry if I mess up with some words. English is not my first language. Tonight is more than a graduation for me. Tonight is proof that dreams survive distance, sacrifice, fear, and uncertainty. I came to this country carrying more than a suitcase. I carry my family's hopes, my parents' sacrifices, and a dream that sometimes felt bigger than me. Even though my parents couldn't be with me during this journey, every step I took was because of the sacrifice they made. I always remember, if my parents had the strength to start from scratch, then I will have the strength to achieve any dream. Soy hija de inmigrantes mexicanos. Mis padres me enseñaron que aunque el mundo te cierre puertas, siempre puedes salir por la ventana. Esta noche no solo estoy cumpliendo mi sueño, también estoy cumpliendo su sueño de ser alguien. There were moments when life felt overwhelming, new places, new language, new people, and yes, way too much homework. Seriously, I think some teachers believe that we don't have a life outside of school. But somehow, here we are. First, I want to thank God, because without Him, I will not be standing here today. He put kind and loving people in my life, exactly when I needed them most. To my parents and sisters, gracias por su amor. Gracias por su apoyo, sus sacrificios y por nunca dejar de creer en mí, aún desde la distancia. Todo lo que he logrado es por ustedes. To Beth and Ben Brumba and their family, thank you for opening your home and your heart to me. You treated me like a daughter. You fulfilled many of my dreams, supported me through difficult moments, and gave me the opportunity to continue school here in Albert Lea and keep chasing my dreams. I will never forget your kindness, and I will always be grateful to you for that. To Miss Cecilia Linares and her family, thank you for giving me a home when I first arrived in Albert Lea, when I needed support the most. Gracias. Su bondad cambió mi vida. To Mr. Victor Torres and Miss Nora Moguel, and to the many people who could not be here tonight, but who supported me and believed in me even from a distance, thank you. Every act of kindness matters more than you know. I also want to thank our teachers and staff. Thank you for your patience, your encouragement, and for believing in us, even when we doubted ourselves. Thank you for staying after school, answering our questions, and pretending not to notice when some of us were using clearly ChatGPT. To my classmates, we made it. We survived tests, stress, awkward presentations, school meals, and the emotional damage caused by checking our grades. But more importantly, we grew. As we leave tonight, I hope our generation becomes a generation that helps others with the heart. A generation that chooses kindness, compassion, and courage. Because sometimes one caring person can completely change someone's life. I know that because many people have changed mine. And for all those of us here who feel different, afraid, or unsure about the future, don't even think about giving up. Or you'll never know if your next try is the one. Today, I am telling you, life, enjoy, get up, and go be a better person. Cherish the people by your side, that maternal or paternal person in your life, your family and friends, because they won't be there forever. Your story is still be written. Your background is not something to hide. It is your strength, not because the journey is easy, but because we are stronger than we think. Todo es posible con un sueño. Don't be afraid to dream big. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you for being part of my story.
Thank you, Melissa. Tonight's ceremony is an opportunity to celebrate the overall accomplishments of the class of 2026. The journey here started over a decade ago. The path has taken many turns and plenty of ups and downs. Together, the group here tonight has arrived at this important milestone. Sadly, some of the members of the class of 2026 were lost before the end of this journey. The empty chair at the front of the graduating class symbolizes classmates who have passed away. Let us please take a moment of silence to honor their memory. Thank you. Auburn High School has been privileged to call the young adults gathered here tonight our own for the past 5 years, and our staff has had the honor of watching them grow, mature, and thrive. The students sitting before me have mastered foreign languages, performed concerts, captained championship teams, created beautiful works of art, built robots, coded computer programs, traveled to other continents, and served Albert Lea community with pride. While tonight is a celebration of the collective accomplishments of this graduating class, we also want to take time to recognize specific groups and individual achievements. You will notice that many students are wearing cords around their necks. These cords represent specific honors and awards earned in recognition of academic excellence and student service. You may also notice one student could be wearing a gold medal around their neck. For the first time in Albert Lea High School history, a gold medalist walked our halls as a student. Please join me in celebrating Landon Utke and the Paralympic sled hockey team for their gold medal performance at this year's Paralympic Games. Many of our students demonstrate exceptional skill across the full range of opportunities available at Albert Lea High School. In recognition of that, we are proud to acknowledge our AAA nominees. The AAA Award honors students who excel in academics, the arts, and athletics. This year's nominees are Callie Noble and Brody Rassler. Callie and Brody, please stand. We will now recognize students graduating with academic honors. The specific honors for each student are indicated by symbols following their names in the program. Students graduating with honors, please stand and be recognized. Finally, we would like to recognize our National Honor Society, Scroll and Quill members, students who will be serving in the military, youth and government delegates, and students who have earned bilingual seal recognition. If you fall into any of these categories, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. At this time, I now invite Superintendent Dr. Steve Heil, Ms. Diane Henry, and Mr. Max Jeffrey to the stage to present the Albert Lea High School class of 2026.
Graduates, parents, community members, and guests, on behalf of the school board and myself, thank you for allowing us a privilege to lead Albert Lea area schools and celebrate the class of 2026 with you today. These graduates have worked hard, built lasting friendships, overcome challenges, and created memories and experiences that will stay with them for years to come. Over time, they have grown not only as students, but as individuals prepared to take the next steps in life. To the class of 2026, I want each of you to know how proud we are of your accomplishments and how much we wish you success in the future. Whether your path leads to college, the workforce, military service, or another opportunity, carry forward the lessons, friendships, and pride that come from being part of this school district and being a Tiger for life. Congratulations, class of 2026. And now this is one of my favorite parts of the ceremony, and it's the part we've all come for. As the superintendent of School District 241, I proudly present the Albert Lee High School class of 2026. I certify that all individuals present have met the requirements for graduation as set by the state of Minnesota and Albert Lee School Board. Congratulations.
Sean's book. Got it?
2-6. Y'all ready? 08.
9-0. All right, we're going to make you look one more time, kids in these beautiful hats. Raise your hand in the crowd or on the stage if you're an Albert Lee alum. Raise your hand nice and tall. Take a look around. Very shortly, 26, you'll be joining the club. All right? Row number 1, are you ready? Let's do it.
Wait till they get up there. I'll let you know when they... That's fine. I got you. Yep. Hang on. She's ready. Yep.
Alicia Celestino Abrego. Rosalina Aguilar. Jose Luis Aguilar Mendoza. Sophie Lucille Olm. Diego Omar Alvaro. Jade Ambris Becerra. Isaiah Jamarius Anderson Pittsburgh. Jimena Andrade Tubiartes. Evan Earl Anderson. Paige Elizabeth Onstein Orozco.
Hannah Marie Austinson. Brielle Kaylin Bakken. Tyler James Balls. Sabrina Marie Bowers. Morgan Jean Beckman. Kay New B. Cameron Jean Banky. Blair Blake. Bryce Lynn Butcher.
Sierra Boland. Georgia Lee Bollinger. Josh Ward. Theodore Robert Bowman. Brooklyn Lily Breck. Zayden Mitchell Brewer. Axel Donald Calderon. Kalia Ann Calderon. Albina Carlsgaard.
Haley Maureen Charlie. Carson Joshua Clausen. Mercedes L. Coleman. Dominic James Conley. Carter William Kahn. Leah Irene Cunningham. Anderson Dale DeBoe. Haley Sierra Denard.
Ivory Renee Davenport. William Henry Doppelhammer. Peyton Ray Doyle. Chloe Brooks Drescher. Ace Leslie Braylon Dye. Peyton Michael Earl. Nicholas Kane Ellis. Vanessa Enriquez Flores. Sophie Alice Enzer.
Kira Elizabeth Erickson. Zoe Cassandra Esparza. Karsten Leo Espinosa. Carson Lee Ewing. Edward Michael Ferns. Ethan Joseph Ferns. Mackenzie Grace Fields. Roman Michelle Flo. Anna Lee Flugel. Maya Ann Fuller.
Caitlin Gallardo. Gabriel Giovanni Garcia. Anoy Garcia Asensio. Anaís Tatiana Garcia. Carson James Gardner. Gabriel Adam Evil. Jeremiah Blake Gillespie Martinez. Adeline May Gilliam. Haley Dean Godeke. Elizabeth Faith Gotland.
Josiah Emmett Getz. Jacob Gomez. Aiden Michael Francis Gonzalez. Ray Graves. Cade Joseph Graves. Alexis Gutierrez. Annika Ann Hall Toledo. Madison Rose Hanna. Owen Christopher Hansen.
Isabel Hartz Hansen. Michaela Joy Hansen. Addison Brian Hofstall. Maya Ann Heidemann. Kaylee Ray Henderson. Jasmine Jo Henshey Hayes. Ed Blue Bill 2. Ed Blue 2. Helmy 2. Sa La Ed 2.
Sheila 2. Charles Kelly Irvine. Addie Marie Isaacson. McKenna Lee Iverson. Savannah Jo Iverson. Danica Marie Jensen. Landon Johnson. Lucy Louise Johnson Anderson. Taylor Johnson. Tristan Michael Johnson.
Caleb Katzenmeyer. Cooper George Kermis. Taylor Beth Floppy. Betsy Koka. Jacob Daniel Colder. Ha Ho Hua. Harley Oma Ladley. Aiden Lee LaFrance. Brooklyn Grace Landers. Paul Lar.
Colton Larson. Brecken William Larson. Anna Grace Lastowski. Stephanie Yadahi Azaro Bryant. Joe Lazaro Rojas. Kylie Rose Lee.
Leanna Faith Lovering. Hayden Bradley Lau. Jaylee Jaden Lumaclay. Jacob Thomas Luoma. Erika Maldonado Ortiz. Alexis May Martinez. Hayden Marie Matson. Avery Maurer. Juan Manuel Mendez.
Noah James McGahey. Samuel Jermaine McGill. Gage Jasmine Hope Mishad. Esteban David Mexteco Jaime. Greta May Bullock. Levi Dean Munson.
Epla Shi Wu. Olivia Moore. Nina Morea Lees. Parker Mitchell Munson. Lainey Danielle Music. Isabella Danielle Navarrete. Grace Isabel Nelson. Blake Robert Newton. Callie Jane Noble. Mackenzie Lydia Olson.
Alexis Diane Olson. Ashley Morgan O'Sullivan. Harsh Vibhu Patel. Maisie Rose Paulson. Sue T. Cobb. Tu Capre Cobb. Angelica Monique Peña Soto. Ingrid Peralta. Janelle Perez Tuxman. Danica Joe Pistorius.
Jackson Clifford Peterson. Carmen Aliana Petsalon. August Poe. Layla Ann Pressholt. Joseph Rassler. Evelyn Ryan Ravenhorse.
Let's go, Andy! Let's go!
Blake Arthur Redmond.
Atsiri Resendez. Griffin Lewis Richards. Eric Rodas. Jamie Diana Rodas Rubias. Tyson La Saley. Alexander Garrett Salvador Coyomani. Edwin Garrett Sandoval Cruz. Jackson James Sargent. A. Blut No Say. Easton Michael Shuey.
Chase Lee Schmidt. Hunter James Schmidt. Brock Matthew Scott. Luke Nicholas Semple. Anna Miriam Shaw. Desmond Martise Smith. Rafael Roy Boras Solis. Ethan James Steeler. Claire Olivia Stockwell. Jonathan Andrew Strecker.
Cashton Ryland Studio. Saw Akon Todd. Noah Richard Tier. Mia Lillian Thompson. Gabrielle Grace Tiemann. Tegan John Tolbers. Andrew Craig Scholl. Brooke Irene Tufty. Gabrielle Maria Tufty.
Shwesen Toon. Landon Dean Utke. Lucia Valencia Molina. Matthew Vasquez Chavez.
Anthony Whalen. Charles Roy Williams. Ray Wynn.
Jacoby James Aaron Royan. Roman Lorraine Wyatt Ryder. Leighton Allen Yost. Sa Yoon. Melissa Zapata San Juan. Miriam Zacarino Mendez. Nina Zhang.
Let's give one more congratulations to the class of 2026.
We just got a little bit more, a couple more pages. We're almost there, I promise. Just a few quick announcements so we can make sure that this last moment goes well. Thank you again to everyone in attendance this evening. Following the moving of the tassels, the staff will recess from the gymnasium. Families, please wait until the staff is exited before coming down to meet your graduate. Now for real, here we go. The moving of the tassel symbolizes your official transition from senior to graduate. Doing so together represents a unified movement of the entire class of 2026 into the next chapter of your lives. At this time, the class of 2026, please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Introduce to you for the very first time the graduates of the Albury High School class of 2026. Graduates, you know what to do. Toss those caps.